welcome to a new video. I know I haven't really done one well in many months. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do any more, but I decided to do a few more. So this is actually the start of series 2 actually. I was going to do series 2 months ago, but I didn't really have a lot of confidence of doing any more. So I thought, well, something, I'll try and do more. And this is the end of the hiatus so far, and I'm here to do my review of the Doctor Who episodes from 2013. You can see I've got my Doctor Who t-shirt on I got for Christmas, but I want to do some more. So I'm going to review first, of course, Series 7 Part 2. Then I'll be reviewing the mini-sodes for the 50th anniversary. Well, from the 50th anniversary, and of course the 50th anniversary specials as it is, and the Christmas special as well. So, well, what did I think of Series 7 Part 2? Well, I really enjoyed it. The thing I didn't like with Series 7 itself was that it was split between 2 years in 2 parts, and it made it feel like 2 separate series, really. So what I wanted to do was actually well, I nearly did lose a bit of confidence when Series 7 Part 1 and the Christmas special aired from 2012. Like I said, of course, Matt Smith was in it as the 11th Doctor, and like I said, Jenna Lee's Coleman, even though she's called Jenna Coleman now, properly joined as Clara, even though it's modern day Clara. And I liked Clara. I didn't really like her at the start. I thought she was very unusual. I think that's because of all the Impossible Girl stuff and people wondering why, why is she everywhere? Why does she die and then she comes back and then she dies and then comes back again? And I think that's one thing I really liked, but I think it did get a bit tiring at the end. The episodes themselves were good. I just didn't like that there were 1 episode each. That's one thing I didn't like with Series 7. It did get a bit boring. I was used to think, oh, why can't we have 2 episodes or 2-parter? I want a 2-parter now, please give it to me. Give it to me, please, or give it to the whole series or fans, whatever. And then I like the finale. I think the finale episode was good. The Name of the Doctor. I actually thought that it was going to reveal the Doctor's name, but it revealed a very good secret of the Doctor, which was an unseen incarnation who was actually played by John Hurt, who ended up playing the War Doctor. And it was a very long 8 months, 7 months to wait, thinking, oh, I really want this badly, but we've got to wait all this time. But I'm very glad they finally included, that they finally pointed out that John Hurt's Doctor was between the 8th and the 9th Doctors, because we'd never seen the regeneration of the 8th Doctor, and it was something I was really wanting to see. Well, when I first watched the TV movie with the 8th Doctor from 2010, and I really liked it, and I thought we should really get more Paul McGann. So I think the Series 7 Part 2, it was okay. Interestingly enough, so, but it is a very unusual series. To me, it just feels like 2 separate series. So it does. Well, the next one is the mini-sodes, the Night of the Doctor and the Last Day. I'll be discussing the Night of the Doctor first. Well, when I first watched that mini-sode, the Night of the Doctor, it was absolutely tremendous. It was one of the best mini-sodes ever, and it felt like one of those long 40 or 50 minute episodes, even though it was only 7 minutes long. Like I said, it had the 8th Doctor played by Paul McGann, who returned on television after 17 years, and I was really glad that he came back on, the programme. Like I said, the 7 minutes he did really well, and also we got the regeneration after all this time, and I was gobsmacked when I thought, blooming heck, after all this time, the regeneration is finally revealed. I was just so glad. And then, like I said, the last day was a very interesting one. I know a lot of people don't really care about it, but it was getting someone started out to fighting the war before, you know, it started. And it was very interesting. It was only about 2 or 3 minutes. But it was interesting though. And then, of course, the 2013 specials talk about the 50th anniversary first, the Day of the Doctor. I really liked the Day of the Doctor. It was a very good episode. It was a very good anniversary special, and it just like, you know, everything in one. That's what it felt real. That's what it actually felt like. Like I said, David Tennant, of course, returned as the 10th Doctor. We had the War Doctor played by John Hurt. Of course, the 11th Doctor played by Matt Smith, and Clara played by Jenna Coleman. And they all did the best parts, you know, in the episode. And of course, Billie Piper came back as the Mon, and she kind of played the Bad Wolf as well. And there were some parts in played by the War Doctor, I really liked. I really felt sorry for him, you know, because he was the one that had to do this, and the other ones didn't, you know, have to do it. And I felt sorry for him when he said, he says, "Go be the doctor I could never be, make it worthwhile." And you could see that, you know, that sadness in him, thinking, oh, you know, he doesn't count as a doctor, but he does. And he does. He was the one that fought in the war. He was the one that fought in that time war, killed, you know, loads of people and stuff. But luckily, one thing that was interesting was that the 3 doctors even worked together to try and save Gallifrey, and of course all their past past selves and their future self came along as well with an unexpected cameo from Peter Capaldi. So, as the 12th Doctor, and I think it was really good story. The thing that made it good was the regeneration at the end with the War Doctor. I was a bit annoyed that Chris Eccleston didn't come back, you know, to for the cameo roles of the 9th Doctor. But you know, the thing is, I know he's never been a person to like Doctor Who. Even when he first started and got the role, he never really liked it, which is understanding. So then, lastly, the Christmas special. Now, the Christmas special was one of the interesting ones. It was like the full end of the Doctor, since we found out that the 11th Doctor was technically the 13th and last incarnation. Technically counting John Hurt's Doctor, he was an incarnation of the Doctor, so the regeneration, of course, that stands and counts. And the regeneration from Stolen Earth and Journey's End actually counts with the aborted regeneration, making that John Hurt's number 9, Eccleston is number 10, Tennant is 11 and 12, and Matt Smith 13, meaning he couldn't regenerate anymore, that he was actually going to die in Trenzalore, where he was, the planet called Christmas. And I literally thought it was going to die. I thought, oh, this is going to be the end of, you know, Doctor Who. You know, there's no more Doctors afterwards. You know, no more regenerations. And I thought, oh, I don't want to see him, you know, go and stuff. But then the crack came back after 3 years, and Clara whispered to the whole crack, which at the time wasn't it, because they were in a pocket universe being saved in the 50th anniversary. So I said that his name was the Doctor. It closed, and then he was ready to die, even though the Daleks didn't even blooming shoot him, which doesn't happen with Daleks. And then the Time Lords granted the Doctor a new set of regenerations. His regeneration, his 13th regeneration started on the clock tower, because he was getting a new cycle inside him, and then he fully regenerated into the 12th Doctor, who's technically the 14th incarnation, and Clara looks really worried about it, so I'm looking forward to seeing the new series. I know there's been loads of trails and stuff, and I'm excited about it, and it's just nice, you know, to wait for Doctor Who. I know sometimes I do get a bit bored of it, but I do enjoy it. It's a good programme. And I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what the future will come for the new Doctor now, and his future incarnations as well. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and keep watching, okay? See ya. Bye.